Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela Web Dev. We are learning about how to add the post form through the URL routing, right? Now we have successfully added this form. Let's try to append the reactive forms module to this one. Now where we are in this post form.component.ts, here we are. So let's try to create the reactive forms module. So post form is equal to new form group, and here you will be having new form group, and in this form group you will be having title, first one. So title, it will be of type new form control of, if you want you can also use the form builder also, so that is up to you. So which one you want to use, you can use it. I am comfortable with this one, so that is the reason I am using this form control, form group and form control methods classes. So here I can use this one, and category ID, and this is also of type form control, so I can have this also form control. Fine, right? So we have created three form controls, and let's try to add these form controls to this template. Now here if you go here in this form, you need to add form group. So let's try to get that one from the IntelliSense. Yeah, this is the form group is equal to, let's append the post form here. So first step is completed, and we need to add each of the form controls to the particular respective element. So here form control name is equal to, so the title should have to this one, text area should have form control name binded so to the description, okay, and last one is the category. So category also let's try to add form control name is equal to category ID. Fine, right? So three of these things are added, and now when this form is submitted we need to invoke the method. So ng form submit. So I am using something like, okay, let's close this one. Yeah, on post submit, as this form acts for both addition and the updation, right? So that is the reason I am using on post submit for this one. So on post submit, let's save this one, and here on post submit, so here I am writing a method on post submit. So on this post submit we need to get the details. So whether we need to update or adding the post form, so we will try to decide it afterwards, but here we will be getting the details. So this dot post form dot values, so let's try to take this values, sorry, not values, value, and let's try to see the output. So what are the users submitting here, we are able to get the details or not. So I am opening the inspect element. Here in this inspect element, let's open the inspect element. Where is that inspect element gone? Yeah, in this inspect element, so I am going into the console, and in this console I am writing the elements, description, title, description, and here I am selecting the electrical, and let's click on the add post. So successfully we are able to get the details. Yeah, why we are not getting the description, right? So this is the problem we will be having, description, and here also form control name. Okay, the name is wrong, form control name. So that is the reason I will be more dependent on the, what I can say, IntelliSense. So form control name. Now we will be able to get the, what I can say, the post form details. Now let's try it last time. So hopefully we will get it 100%. Yeah, we are able to get the details. Now what I want to do, so first step is completed. So what is that one? So we have binded the reactive forms module to the post form. Now the requirement is, for example, when I go here and when I click on the update post, I need to pre-populate the details with this one. Okay, so that for the, what I can say, the post what the user has been selected here, we need to populate that one in the respective title, description, and select category. We need to populate, or otherwise when the user clicks on the add post, there is no need to populate. Why? Because so he is trying to add a new post, so that is the reason. So there is no need to have title, description, category pre-selected. Now first when we click on this update post, so we need to get the, first we need to get that particular post details. How can we get that particular post details? So that is only through the, so that one is only through the ID provided in the URL. So we have an post ID provided in the URL. So with that post ID, so taking that post ID from the root params, so we can get the particular selected post. So what is the post that the user has selected, we can get that one, and we can populate this one in the form. So let's try to get that ID from the root param. So how can we get that one? Let's go to the form, post form, and here let's write that selected post ID. Okay, So the user selected post ID. So that one we can get it from the route. So route is nothing but the activated route. Let's inject the activated route here. So route is equal to activated, okay, activated route. Let's try to inject this activated route. So I have injected this activated route, and this dot route dot. So here what is the thing we need to get? So param map. Okay, so you can have the params or snapshot or anything. So we are dealing with the observables. I am using this param map dot. So I am using the pipe operator. Okay, so in this pipe operator I am taking the map operator. Sorry, that is not a pipe. In this pipe I am using the map operator, and here you will be getting the param maps. Okay, so you will be getting the param map, and here, so let's try to take the ID. So let ID is equal to param map. Okay, so param map dot get of ID. So I am getting the ID here. So param map dot get of ID. So here, if what I can check here, if ID is there, so then I can, so I want to, so we got the ID. So we got the ID. Now we need to send that ID to the post to be selected. So where can we send here? So we need to import the post service. So let's inject the post service. Post service. It should be of type declarative post service. We need to inject the declarative post service. Okay. So we have injected the declarative post service, and here, so what I can call here, this dot post service. Okay. So this dot post service dot select post. The user has selected the post with the ID, right? So we can call this method, and we need to pass the ID here. That's it. Okay, we passed the ID. So the ID may be undefined or something like that you will be getting. So just I am passing with empty, so that if it is empty means, so you will be getting a string. So up to here we have finished. Okay, so let's return this ID also. Okay, if you want you can return this ID also. So there is no need, but we are returning. Now I want to get the post also. So I want to get the post details also. So if you want to get the selected post, what is the user selected post details? If you want to get those details means, so we can call this dot post service. Okay, dot, we have a method, we have a property post dollar. So this one will give you the single post details. That's it. So we got the route, and with that route we are passing that ID, so that this post will be automatically updated whenever we pass the ID. So with the ID details it will be pre-populated. Now we need to combine these two observables using the combine latest. So what I can do here, let's come down, VM dollar, okay, is equal to combine latest. Okay, so combine latest of, so here I can use, first one is the this dot selected post ID. So I am taking this dot selected post ID, and another one is the this dot post dollar. Okay, so these two things I am taking the combine latest. Somehow we need to subscribe it, right? So that is the reason I am taking the combine latest. Instead of subscribing for selected post ID and post dollar separately, I am combining that both things. I am subscribing only to this VM dollar. How we can subscribe to this one? Using the async. So here I can write ng if. Okay, so where is this ng if? So we need to get that ng if. So if we get that ng if only, then it will be fine. See, my system has become very slow. I don't know why. So ng if is equal to, so let's try to add star also. Okay, so ng if is equal to, so here what is that I need to have? VM dollar async as VM. Okay, that's it. So now let's go to here in this post form dot. Now we have subscribed to this VM dollar, so we are able to get the post details and everything, we are able to get it. So now what I need to do is, so let's try to see the output first. So when I went to the declarative post and when I click on the add post, we are able to see it empty, fine. And here when I click on the update post, still we are able to see this empty only. Why? Because, so we are getting the post details, but we didn't highlighted it. So now what we can do, so when you get the post details, so get the post details and you can map the post details, or you can do the tap also. So there is no need for us map. So just you can tap the post details, and here you will be getting the post. And in this post, what I will try to do is, so whether this tab is imported or not, yeah, tab is imported. And here this dot post form dot, okay, set value. So I can use this set value of, so title So title should be of post dot title. Okay, so I need to get post dot title, and here I can have description of post dot description. Okay, and another one is a category ID. So post dot category ID. Okay, so that's it. So we have highlighted the post form details. Let's go here and let's try to see the output. So if you try to refresh it, so let it refresh, and here if you try to, so here see we are able to highlight the details. Now if you go to the declarative post and if I click on the update post, so we are able to highlight the all the particular post details. Now if I click on the add post, now we are not able to see anything. Why? Because so if you click on, if you see the inspect element, we will be seeing an error. So let's try to see what could be the console errors. So if you try to see the console error here, must supply a value for form control, it is saying. Yeah, okay, fine, I got it. So the reason is, so here when we are clicking on the add post, so we are not able to get any post details. Why? Because we don't have any route param ID. So for that reason, what I can do is here, if post is there only, then only you append the values. If post is there only, then only you can append the values, or otherwise no need. So now if you try to refresh the values page, so let's try to see. So now it will take some time for me my page to refresh. Yeah, see now we are able to see the add post, and if I go to the update post, we are able to see this update post also. So hopefully we have did the highlighting the post details for the add post and update post is successfully done. Now when the user clicks on this add post, so that depending on the reason it will be an update post or add post. So when the user clicks on this submitting the post, so we need to add it or update it according to the URL. So when there is a post ID in the URL means we need to update it. When there is no ID in the URL means it is an addition. So we need to add it. So according to the logic, so we need to add it or update it. We'll try to see it in the next video. Hope you understood about this adding this one. So updating and the addition of the post form. So we have highlighted these all details, add post and the update post. So here in this update post, we have highlighted the pre-populated the details. In the add post also, we are able to show the form without pre-populating. So hope you understood about this one. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.